Hi folks, Dave Waring here again with FitSmallBusiness.com and today's lesson of the day. In our last video, we continued our series on how to hire and manage employees with a look at the advantages and disadvantages of hiring freelancers versus full-time employees. In today's video, we're going to continue that series with a look at the main places where you can go to hire freelancers. So let's get started. There are literally hundreds, if not thousands, of different sites where you can hire freelancers. However, the top 3 or 4 sites each have hundreds of thousands of freelancers for hire for pretty much any type of job. So instead of filtering through all the different sites that are out there, I recommend focusing on the top 4 and choosing the one you like the best. Here's my overview of the top 4 sites for hiring freelancers based on price, ease of use, freelancer data available, dispute resolution, and support. First, let's start with price. With the exception of Freelancer.com, all of the sites are free to the person hiring the freelancer. However, the fees are taken out of the money invoiced to the freelancer. Since most freelancers are going to include this fee when calculating how much they would like to charge, I still consider this a cost to me when hiring freelancers. As you can see here, the clear winner is Elance. Next, let's look at ease of use. The last thing you want to do if you're a busy small business owner is spend time learning a new system. Here I'm evaluating based on how easy and intuitive it is to post a project, filter through those who have responded, communicate with the freelancer you choose to work with, and to set up and make payments. I find Odesk and Guru.com very intuitive and easy to use. While I wouldn't say that Elance is difficult to use, it's definitely not as intuitive as these two. I find Freelancer.com very hard to use. Here I think it's a tie between Odesk and Guru. Next, let's look at how much freelancer data is available to you. When a freelancer finishes a project, the person that hires them gets the opportunity to leave a public review on the freelancer's profile. This is an awesome feature for 2 reasons. Number 1 is that the freelancer knows that if you are not happy with the project, it will hurt their ability to get work in the future. It is also very helpful when hiring a freelancer. If they've gotten lots of good reviews from other people that have used them, it is likely that they will do a good job for you as well. All of the sites have pretty much the same data available, so to me there's no clear winner on this one. Next, let's look at the support provided. All firms offer email and chat support. Elance and Guru both offer phone support, however the phone number is difficult to find with Elance. On Guru.com, on the other hand, the support number is clearly displayed on every page. The fact that the other sites either do not have phone support at all or make it difficult to find the number for phone support is a big differentiator for me, so here the winner is Guru.com. Finally, let's look at dispute resolution. There are 2 things that I'm evaluating here. The first is how the firm handles payments. When paying by the project with Elance, funds are held until you release them. When paying by the hour, funds are also held so long as you are using their WorkView product. The WorkView product records the worker's screen so you can verify the time they're spending on your assigned tasks. With Freelancer, as long as you set up individual milestones, funds are held by the site until you release them. With Odesk, funds are only held by the site for hourly work. You make payment for project-based work at your discretion. With Guru, so long as you use their free SafePay option, funds are held by the site for both projects and hourly work. The second thing I looked at here is how the firm handles disputes. With Elance, if there is a dispute on an hourly job, Elance reviews the project details and decides who is in the right and what payments need to be made. For fixed price projects, there is a 3-step process. First, you file a dispute notice form outlining the details of the dispute. This is then sent to the freelancer who has a chance to respond. If the parties are still in disagreement after this step, then Elance will schedule a call with an Elance facilitator. And finally, if the parties are still in disagreement, you have the option of moving to arbitration using an outside firm. The price for arbitration is $399 for projects under $1,000 and $750 for projects over $1,000. Costs are split evenly between Elance, you, and the freelancer, each paying the third. With Odesk, disputes can only be filed on hourly projects, and Odesk decides who is in the right at their sole discretion. With project-based work, it is up to you whether or not you want to release the funds, so the freelancer's hands are tied in this case. Guru.com works in a similar manner to Elance. However, the greater of 5% or $25 is deducted from the disputed amount to cover the costs. Disputes can only be filed for payments that are made using their free pay safe option. Freelance.com works in a similar manner to Elance, with the exception of arbitration. With Freelancer, the arbitration fee is $5 or 5% of the invoice amount, whichever is higher. The arbitration fee is then refunded to the party who wins the arbitration. With Freelancer, disputes can also only be filed when a milestone payment is set up. I chose Freelancer.com as the winner here because as long as you set up milestones, funds are held by the site, and as long as you win the arbitration, you don't have to pay for it. Here's why I chose Elance as our top vendor for hiring freelancers. Number one is that they have the most favorable and straightforward pricing structure. Number two is that they offer support via phone, email, and live chat. Number three is that their dispute resolution is straightforward and easy. And finally, like all of the other options, they offer in-depth rating and review information for the past work a freelancer has done, and have hundreds of thousands of freelancers to choose from for pretty much any type of job. As you can probably tell, I have a very unfavorable view of Freelancer.com. In addition to having the most expensive and complicated pricing structure, their user interface is very frustrating to use. I've included a link below this video where you can learn more about Elance and sign up for a free account. That's our lesson for today. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, be sure to stay tuned for the next video in this series where we will cover how to go about hiring the best freelancers for your projects. For more great advice on how to start and run a successful small business, be sure to visit us at fitsmallbusiness.com today. Thanks for watching.